Hello again, and we are back on our drives, Ame and I. And today was basically a day that we had earmarked for river trekking. Yesterday that was the 27th, today is the 28th. Yesterday we had taken a few guests for river trekking to a place called Maldo, where you descend down to the Kolar river and you follow it along for about 10-12 kilometers along its banks, and comes to a very beautiful village, a tribal village inside the sanctuary called Mathar. So we couldn't do that because the guests got tired and we had to kind of turn back midway, and we came back. But then we decided that we'd probably go there again today. But today, then again, we are feeling tired. So we thought instead we'll take a drive inside the sanctuary core area to a temple called Kehri Ka Mahadev. It's a very beautiful temple. We'll tell you more about it when we get there. But that's inside the core area of the sanctuary. So that requires permissions, and here we are just driving up to the forest office to collect our permits, and so that we go inside the sanctuary from here. This is about 10 kilometers into the drive. We are very close to, actually about 4 kilometers, maybe 5 kilometers from this Kehri Mahadev. So we've just driven slightly across the road, and we thought we'll just have some sandwiches over here. And it's a glorious view, very beautiful day again. Fantastic, beautiful rolling hills, lovely vegetation all around, beautiful breeze which is like really keeping things cool. Okay, so this would be the last pit stop before Kehri Ka Mahadev. We're almost there, and this is again another very beautiful view, absolutely marvelous. You just got to be very careful because it is a absolutely steep sheer drop, but it offers an absolutely fantastic view, fabulous view of the entire valley. You can see the folds of the mountains. This is the Vindhyachals, and absolutely the edge of the Vindhyachals, because beyond this you come across the Damodar Valley, and then of course you have the Satpuras, and that hill pretty far away. It's pretty sunny. I really can't make out what I'm capturing, but that hill, if it is visible, I'll see later, is where RJL is. You can hear a lot of birds, kind of inside the valley. And I just want to speak a bit about the valley. This is where Kehri Ka Mahadev is, and inside this valley. And this is a sheer rock face, a steep kind of a cliff, which is a rock, and there is a small source of water that is coming out from here, and it's kind of down there somewhere. And this is is one of the many sources of water which would be there on this cliff, and that kind of comes out and falls along and forms a small kind of a rivulet which flows along inside in this valley. And as we look down the valley, we see a kind of a separate green which is there, and that kind of signifies the flow of the water inside the valley. And this small rivulet flows along some distance, and then kind of merges into as a small tributary, a very minuscule one, in the Kolar river. And there would be so many others along along these hills, along these Vindhyachal hills that are there, and that kind of forms the tributary and turn into the beautiful Kolar river that we kind of keep following in our treks and all. So now we will just go down, and a small this thing, I mean, we can't see the water from here, which is but it's there, and it's barely visible from here. And we'll talk about why it came to be known as Kehri Ka Mahadev, and why it became so synonymous with Mahadev Ji. It's because the entire rock face has a predominant banyan tree which is there, rather a bargat ka ped which is there, and it has its shoots and roots kind of coming out and covering the entire hill face. And you have water which is kind of coming out from the rocks and which trickles down along those roots, and it keeps, falling in a gentle trickle. So the locals of course were quick to signify it as Shivji ki Jatai and the water coming out therefrom. You can't go beyond this, so I'm wearing shoes and I'm wearing those jungle boots. Taking them off is going to be real job. So this is Kehri Ka Mahadev, and this is where the local Pujari Sadhu Baba stays. Been here a while now. Quite grumpy if you ask me at times. Absolutely sweet water, Every time we come here, the staff from the lodge would give us empty bottles and would request for a whole lot of them to be filled and brought back. I can hear a bird. Can't identify it yet. It is so peaceful and so serene, so tranquil. You could sit here and meditate, or just kind of sit here by yourself and be at ease and at peace. A lot of moss and a lot of ferns growing therefrom.